What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Joe. If you're new here, please consider hitting that subscribe button and ringing that bell to turn on your notifications to keep up to date with all kinds of bodybuilding content right here on the channel. We are back with another episode of the Natural Bodybuilding Prep Series 2026, and we're coming to the tail end of things, guys. We are now 1 week out from my second show of the season and 2 weeks out from my final show of the season, which is pretty mad. You know, I've been in prep for like 6 or 7 months now, and we're coming to the end of the season. And while I am kind of a little bit sad that it's coming to an end, my mind and my body are definitely ready for a break after these 2 shows, but not before we get on stage and absolutely nail it. I am back down in Cornwall now for the last couple of weeks until the shows are done, just because the first show that I'm doing is in Exeter, so it's like an hour drive from here, whereas if I was staying in Havant, then it's like a 4-hour journey to get to Exeter. It's just like, you know, paying for Airbnbs and stuff. I just don't have to do that if I'm down in Cornwall. So, gonna be here for the remainder of prep and then head back to Havant once the UK DFBA show is all done and dusted. And with that said, guys, being down in Cornwall means we are back in Dark Performance Gym, and that's what we're gonna be doing today. We're gonna be heading in for a back workout. I have been doing like a kind of push-pull legs variation since the PCA show, but I just felt like for the peak week, I do think it's important to kind of reduce fatigue a little bit. And so I have gone down to a single body part split. And so that's why today is a back day as opposed to a pull day. So without any further ado, let's get a pre-workout meal in and head off to the gym. So for this back workout today, it is going to be a little bit of a mishmash of things. Now, I do not like training this way. I like to stick to a workout and just try and progress my lifts. But as we are so close to the show and I am getting leaner and leaner, I just don't want to risk injury. And as we're having to deviate from my usual training structure anyway, today is going to be about that classic Lee Haney quote of stimulating, not annihilating, right? So not going to be going crazy heavy. Just going to be focused on connecting with the muscle as well as I can. There's also going to be no hip hinging today. Again, something that I usually love to include, just because if you watched the video from a couple weeks ago, I completely jacked my back up in the gym. And while it has recovered, there's no way that I'm risking that happening again. So I might do some very light hyperextensions, but no actual hip hinging today. It's going to be a lot more pull downs, probably a lot of chest supported rows, and then, like I say, maybe some hyperextensions. So let's crack on. So first couple of exercises down, both lat focused. Gonna move on to a bit of rowing now. Like I say, gonna only really do chest supported rows today. So I'm thinking a seated chest supported row machine, and then probably move on to chest supported T-bar row. And then after that, what we'll probably do is hyperextensions finished by one final lat exercise. And that's gonna do it. We'll do a bit of posing, and you can see how the physique is looking a week out of the show. Okay, so workout done. It was good. Obviously, strength is not amazing, but I had to keep kind of telling myself throughout this workout, I'm not trying to progress lifts. I'm just trying to stimulate the muscle, like I said at the beginning of the workout. And I feel like I did that very effectively. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna strip off. I'm gonna give you guys a little physique update to see where we are at 1 week out of my second show. And then we've got an hour of cardio to do. So let's have a look at the physique and I'll catch up with you guys afterwards. All right, guys, that is going to do it for the workout. Had a very good session. I'm pretty fucking happy with how the physique's looking, to be honest. I feel in such a better place than I did for the PCA. Obviously, I was very happy with the PCA show as well. That was an enormous improvement from my showing when I did the Devon in 2024. And I just think this is another level up again, especially in terms of conditioning. You know, I'm about 2 kilos lighter, which doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're at this level of leanness, that makes a big difference, I think. We haven't done a full carb depletion this time, just because, you know, Dean was basically saying, because I am as lean as I am, there's just no need to really like take the piss and push my body in that way, especially when I've got another show coming up the week after as well, you know? So no carb depletion, hence why I'm in pretty good spirits. But we are still doing a carb load, and then it's time for the show on Sunday. But until then, guys, that is going to do it for this one. Please, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, drop a comment below, let me know what you thought of it. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring that bell to turn your notifications. And I'll see you next time.